my channel. So if you guys didn't know already, Anastasia Beverly Hills brought out a new eyeshadow palette, and it's the Modern Renaissance palette. It is permanent, but they brought it out for their summer collection. So it's got this gorgeous kind of felt cover on it, and it comes with 14 beautiful shades and a brush. Oh my god, you can do so much with this palette. There's loads of really cool warm tones in there. Cool warm tones, nice warm tones in there, and also some really different shades too, which you can branch out with. And as you can see, well, what you'll see from this tutorial is that I've used this really bright pink eyeshadow here today, but although it looks scary here in the palette, you can kind of add it with different kind of shades and tones to make it look a little bit more wearable, which is what I've shown you how to do in this tutorial. I've gone for something quite dramatic on the eyes today, just because I feel like I haven't done a really dramatic eye look in ages, and I just was kind of playing with this palette. It's my first time using it, and I was just winging it and seeing what to create really, and this is what I came up with. So I really hope you like it, and if you want to know how I created this look, then please keep on watching. Oh god, also make sure you're following me on Snapchat and Instagram and all of that. All of the links to everything will be down below, along with a list of all the products and the shades that I'm using and links to where you can buy them. Enjoy the video. Okay, so we're kicking off with some sellotape. You can use masking tape, and I am just taking this on the ends of my eyes. I did make it less tacky on the back of my hands first, but this is just to ensure we have a really sharp and clean edge with our makeup. Then I'm taking an eyeshadow base, and this is my MAC paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre, and I am just taking this all over the lid, all the way up to the brow bone, and I'm taking it along the edge of where the tape is placed as well. You want to take everything all the way to the edge. Then I've got my gorgeous Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm taking the lighter shade, which is Tempera? Oh, I can't say it. Anyways, I'm taking the lighter shade, and I'm applying that just above my crease and on my brow bone. This is just going to help all the other eyeshadows blend really easily over the top. Then I am taking Burnt Orange eyeshadow, and this is going to be our transitional shade. So this is the shade that is in the background, so we will see this one because it's quite pigmented, but I'm building this up and blending this out. But yeah, we won't see it eventually, but it's just to give all the other shades something to blend into. Then I'm taking this really lovely orangey shade from the palette, and this is Real Gar. And then on a tapered blending brush, I'm building this up through the crease, and I'm trying not to take this shade too high whatsoever. And as you can see, I'm just building and building and building, because we want this shade to be quite visible and quite intense. And then just remember to go back in with your fluffy blending brush to ensure everything is softly blended out. Then I'm taking this gorgeous fuchsia pink shade from the palette, and on an even more tapered blending brush, I'm taking this deeper into the crease. So this shade isn't going any higher than Real Gar, so the orangey shade that we put on. And as you can see, I'm just building this up and blending it out further, and you can see that it doesn't look that pinky at all once it's placed over the top of that orangey shade. So just going back in with the blending brush that I used before, just to make sure everything is blended out once again. Then to further deepen up the crease, I'm taking Cypress Number, which is a matte warm brown, and on an angled brush I am just taking this through my crease, and I'm just kind of, it's a little bit of a cut crease but not quite, because it's going to be really softly blended out. So on a pencil brush, you can see I've taken a bit more of that Cypress Number eyeshadow, and then I've kind of just blended that line out and made it thicker. And I've done that with the tapered blending brush as well, again taking it all the way up to the edge of that tape. Then for the lid, I'm taking an Antique Bronze, and I'm just placing this on the lid as I mentioned, and I'm just taking it up to that Cypress Number shade, which is in our crease, and not any higher than that. Then I wanted to brighten it up a little bit, so I'm taking this Sleek eyeshadow palette. I'll leave the name of it down below, and I'm taking like a bronzy kind of shade from that and layering it on top of Antique Bronze just on the lid, and you can see it just brightens it up a little bit more and makes it pop. Then I've got my NYX liquid eyeliner in the matte version, and I love this. It's so good. Honestly, it's so easy to work with, and I'm just creating a really nice winged liner with this, and then just removing the tape. Oh my god, I love that feeling. Then moving on to skin, I've got my Makeup Forever Nourishing Primer, just because my skin's been a little bit dehydrated, so I'm just applying that all over. And then I've got my Kevyn Aucoin Central Skin Enhancer, and this is to cover up the awful scarring that I have at the moment. So yeah, I am just going ham with this a little bit. So I'm just placing this over the top of my scars. And then for foundation, I decided to mix my Too Faced Born This Way foundation and my Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation, and I'm just blending this in with a damp beauty blender. I've sped this up so fast it looks like I'm hovering over my face, but I'm bouncing the beauty blender along my face. Moving on, I decided to cream contour in this video, which I never do, and I'm taking my Laura Mercier cream contour kit and taking the darkest shade from it. So just on a bit more of a precise brush, I'm taking this through the hollows of my cheeks and on my temples, and also just down the sides of the bridge of my nose, just to make it look a little bit slimmer. And yeah, so then I'm just blending it out with a fluffy brush. This is a bit of a foundation brush, but I like it because it's kind of squashed, if you know what I mean. It's a bit of a flat foundation brush, but still fluffy. And then going over with a damp beauty blender again, just to ensure everything is blended out nicely. And then I'm just taking a smaller brush to blend out that contour on my nose. Moving on to under eye concealer, I've got my LA Girl Pro Conceal and my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. So I like to use the LA Girl one first because it's super full coverage, and that is going to cover up those hideous dark circles. So yeah, I like to take that underneath my eyes first, and then just using my Maybelline concealer, I like to use that to brighten and highlight. So I'm using that down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, on my cupid's bow, chin, just under my contour to make it pop. And then I also like to brighten up that concealer under my eyes further as well, so I just take it over the top of that. And then using my damp beauty blender sponge, or whatever sponge you want to call it, yeah, I'm just blending all of it out using that sponge, just to make sure we've got no harsh or funny lines all over the face. Then to set my under eyes, I'm using these two shades from my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, so the peachy one and the banana shade. So I've mixed them two together, and I am just tapping this over the top of my under eyes. I've used the peachy one and the yellow one together because the yellow one on its own just makes me look a little bit ashy, whereas the peachy one kind of balances it out and adds a bit of warmth, so it's perfect. And then I'm just using the yellow one to just brighten up all of the other areas around the face, so anywhere else that we've highlighted. And then to powder contour, I am using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette again, just mixing the first two shades on an angled fluffy brush, and I'm taking this through the hollows of my cheeks and just over my temples, just basically anywhere where I cream contoured to kind of set it and further enhance it. And then also not forgetting down the sides of the nose, and then just at the tip as well. Then I thought I'd go ahead and add some bronzer, and this is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in the shade Dark Deepest. And then just on a fluffy brush, I'm just taking this through the hollows of my cheeks once again, and also just along my temples. This is something that I normally do before contouring, but yeah, I just did it the other way around this time. Then going back to the eyes, I'm taking Real Gar eyeshadow again, so that really bright orange shade just along the lower lash line. Then going over the top of that with the pink shade that we used. Then just taking a tapered fluffy blending brush, and I am just blending those two shades all together. If you want to make this lower lash line really blown out, then go ahead and do so. I always say the smokier the better. But then just on the angled brush again, I'm just taking that dark Cypress Number matte brown shade and taking that one real close to the lash line. So exactly what we did through the crease, just on the lower lash line, and then just blending it all out. Then I'm taking this Primavera shade. I don't know, like I don't understand the names of these shadows, but yeah, it's a really beautiful champagne gold shimmery shade, and I'm just taking this on the inner corners of the eyes to brighten it up and make it pop slightly. And then for mascara, I've got my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I wasn't too fussed with what mascara I used. I just wanted something, like just anything, because I was going to apply false lashes. So I used the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes, and I applied these off camera. And then I'm just applying my Sephora Waterproof Kohl Black Liner in my waterline. And this really does kind of complete the look. So yeah, that's kind of the eyes. Nope, almost finished. Lower lashes now. My MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. It's my favourite mascara for bottom lashes. I honestly haven't found anything else that could replace it. So yeah, I'm just applying this onto my lower lashes. And then moving back onto the skin, I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter in the shade So Hollywood, and I am just applying this to the tops of my cheekbones. And I love to layer my highlight just because it pops even more, and yeah, I like a lot of highlight, so just apply little bits in layers rather than going all in with loads at one time. And then I like to apply some down the bridge of my nose and just at the tip of it, and also just in the center of my forehead, on my cupid's bow and chin, so anywhere where we highlighted earlier anyway. Then for blusher, I'm taking this NYX blusher in the shade Bittersweet. I absolutely love this for kind of like a nothing blusher, like it's there but not there, and it doesn't take the attention away from the eyes or lips, so I love it for that reason. Then for lips, I'm taking my Huda Beauty lip contour pencil in the shade Trendsetter, and I'm just lining my lips with this pencil first. And I've done a full kind of Huda Beauty lip video with all of the shades, so I can leave that down below for you. But as you can see, I'm just filling in all of my lips with this pencil, and I really like it like this. So you could totally leave it like that, but then I'm just going over the top of it with this Tarteist lip paint. It's like a glossy lip paint. I'll leave the name of it down below. I think it's called Obvi, but yeah, I'm just applying this onto my lips and then kind of rubbing them together to blend it out into the Trendsetter lip pencil, and then going in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss, I think in the shade Butterscotch, and I'm applying this just in the center of my lips, and then again just mushing my lips together to blend it out. And then finally spritzing my skin with some Fix Plus spray to make it look less cakey. But this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.